if you want to. I know you're one of the last guys standing, so. Okay. Haralds finally, after 2 weeks back home, was it nice to kind of get back and rest a little bit over the last couple days?
Yeah, it's been a long road trip, and it's definitely nice to come back home. I mean, the weather is not ideal, but we expected that, so it is nice to be home and be back in our own facilities.
That marathon road trip lasted 2 weeks, 6 games. You pick up a 4-1-1 record. What does it say about this team that through all the adversity you saw, you were able to be so successful?
Yeah, I mean, what shows about this team is that we were not satisfied after the last game and the game we lost the point. I mean, we wanted to get wins in every single game, and it just shows the character of the team, and that's how we go about it throughout the whole season.
Seems like there were lots of guys stepping up in different roles. I mean, yourself, you've moved up the lineup, and you were able to pick up a key game-winning goal for the team earlier on in the trip, and then had a 3-point game your last one out. So I guess we'll start with the previous game. Didn't get the final result that you were looking for, but a big game for yourself. So how were you feeling in that game? Was it just one of those ones where everything was working for you?
Um, I mean, I wouldn't say everything, but for the most part, yeah. And I mean, it was a nice game, but I mean, we didn't get the results, so it kind of like fades away in the background. So I mean, overall it was pretty good, yeah.
Looking at your season now with that big game, you eclipsed your totals from last season in far less games. So has this second year of pro kind of opened things up for you a little bit?
Definitely. It was the first year would be the sort of adjustment period, and now like I'm coming in, I know I played here, and I know the style, the speed, and everything, and it just makes the game a little bit easier.
When you're looking at that speed and that style, is getting comfortable really one of the biggest things so you don't really have to think about the play anymore?
I mean, you always have to think about that because things change, rosters change all the time with everything, and there's a lot going on, so you got to be on your toes the whole time. And I mean, for the most part, it's just the adjustment to the game and confidence, and with those two come with experience, yeah.
Well, you mentioned all the roster changes. There's been more than usual of late. Seems like you've had a different group out there every game. So, when you're approaching those games, what does that change for you, or is it about just kind of sticking to your systems?
I mean, it's just making sure that the guys that come in know the systems and how we play, and to give it all, because I mean, at the end of the day, the way we compete, we can make up for a lot of mistakes we make, and if every guy who comes in and out the lineup is competing, I don't see we're having a problem keeping going the same way.
Big showdown this weekend. You have the Chicago Wolves in town, top team in the division who you're trying to track down. So, what are you looking forward to about this matchup?
I mean, they have the top scoring line in the league. They have the top goal scorers. They're very skilled and they're up there. So I mean, it's exciting. It's an exciting test for us at home, 2 games in a row. And I mean, the way we've been playing, I feel like we've all we got to do is just show up and compete the way we've been. And I mean, it's gonna be It's a great weekend. It's gonna be a great weekend.
Now there are going to be after a couple of last couple of home games, no fans in the building. There will be about 250 in the stands, so it'll be nice to have some home fans behind you as opposed to having to deal with all those hostile crowds the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, hopefully the whatever amount of people they let in, they're gonna be loud and support us. Cause yeah, we've we've been liking that for the past 2 weeks.
Awesome. Thank you very much, sir.